The World War III is getting closer and closer, and it actually might happen. The war is basically between NATO and everybody who's against it. The NATO was founded in 1949. It is composed of 30 countries. Only the United States, the United Kingdom, and France are worth mentioning, as they possess nuclear weapons. And the 27 countries left are there because NATO gave them an offer they can't refuse.
I want to make an offer again with you.
The countries that will fight against NATO are mostly Russia, China, North Korea, India, South Africa, and Iran. The Russians are the only nuclear threat to NATO, in addition to China's communist regime, which NATO considered a cheat code, and they will do their best to destroy it, the same way they did to the Soviet Union in 1991, or to copy it. That ideal scenario is, of course, to destroy such an inhuman regime in China and force the same exact regime in their nation. So why and how the war is closer than ever to happen? Why? Because we never learned from history. How? Well, the Ukraine-Russia war doesn't seem to slow down. Russia is sick of the United States foreign policies, and certainly they are not happy to share borders with a country that is manipulated by NATO. After many warnings, Russia decided to go to war. The US won't be satisfied until Putin pressed the end button. Their plan is clear. Leave Russia with no option but war with Ukraine. Use media to convince the people that Russia is evil. And we are amazing. Keep pushing until Putin press the end button. Then they get the green light to press it too and fuck up the whole world under the slogan Ukrainians lives matter. This plan looks familiar and it is very intelligent. But for me, still the most impressive thing the US did is convincing the mass that Joe Biden is behind all of this. Now, let's talk about the other conflicts that could potentially turn into a war too. Well, it's not a secret that China wants to invade Taiwan. Taiwan is an island that took its independence in 1912 from China, which makes it a young-age country. And harassing an underage country makes you a pedophile, China? And you know, the US will not let a pedophile doing disgusting actions on an island get away with it. Except, if it was on Epstein's island? Kim Jong-un. That's a fun one. This guy convinced North Koreans that he invented the hamburger. That is by far the best excuse for being an overweight. The dude is a legend. Not just that, North Koreans believes that he doesn't poo also. This one is more reasonable. At least it explains why he's full of shit. This guy is trying to change reality for the North Koreans, which got the elites of NATO frustrated because of copyright issues, I think. Anyways, when wars start to happen, one after another, like dominoes, this psycho will not go easy on South Korea. He will do his best to achieve his dream and merge the two countries together into one big nation, North Korea. I wonder if telling them that they both look the same for us could help reduce the tension between the two, makes them open their eyes and gain a better perspective. I'm joking, of course. We'll never use racism to bring people together. Its usage is only allowed when it separates. The rules are clear. This is the First World War, where the Germans are chill, relaxed, peaceful. They don't want to take over the war. I assume that they discovered that happiness comes from inside, not from killing innocent people. I am really happy for them. All they care about now are gay rights, Nazis now, or maybe vegan. I guess that is why they say veganism could save the planet. And France is safe too. They are friends with the Germans. It's all off between the two. They have nuclear weapons, just in case. This time, they will try their best not to finish early and satisfy their partner in crime. The India-Pakistan conflict, I will just mention it, but I will not go into it, as probably some Indian already explained it on YouTube too. In the Middle East, the two big players are Iran and Israel. They have been in conflict for years, and maybe this war will help them settle their issues. Not by opening up, expressing feelings, neither by vulnerability. Mortal Kombat seems a good idea for both of them. Maybe this is the only idea they both agreed on since their existence. I mean literally, they don't even agree on their existence too. The neighboring countries are waiting for the settlement to end and know which one is going to bomb them anyway.